Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Pork Chopper here, and today we've got some news with a trailer on the new hero Wraith. An order and intellect elusive ranged attacker is what they are calling him. Very interesting indeed, and by his kit it looks that way. Also, we did get a little bit of lore background as well. Wraith is a graduate of the Special Operations program and was apprenticed to the only other graduate, Kalari. She specialises in assassination, while he specialises in surveillance. A recon specialist, Wraith uses his high-tech tools to gather intel on his targets and outmaneuver his enemies. And by the trailer, he definitely has a lot of character. I do love when they add voice lines in. I love the trailer for him overall, and I cannot wait to learn more about his lore for sure, and play him on June the 27th. But anyway, in this video we're going to look over what we know from the trailer and information given by Epic, and also my opinion so far on Wraith. I will also be uploading another video going in depth on Blight and Flickbart, so stick around on the channel for that later today. It may even be up by the time you're watching this. So let's get right into the abilities. First up we have Knock Knock. We see this ability at the start of the trailer and looks badass. A long range scope shot that can penetrate geometry. Killing an enemy hero or minion with the shot will refund the mana cost over a short time and reduce the cooldown. This seems a mix of Murdoch's ultimate and Grim's shield. I presume like Murdoch's ultimate you will need to have full vision, which one of his abilities could help with, which we'll just get into in a bit, to grab the kill. We don't know the damage, but as it's a normal ability I'm sure it won't be too much like, you know, Murdoch's ultimate, which is a lot, and even if it has a range limit or if it is just universal. With the refunded mana and cooldown I presume this will be a hefty cost to use. Now his next ability is Who's There? Wraith launches a sonar wall that pins its location to nearby enemies. It also has no line of sight restrictions, which is great. This means it can show behind walls and so on, but I am guessing this won't last for that long, only say for 10 seconds or maybe could be destroyed, but in the trailer once it launched we couldn't see it, so maybe not. This was shown in the trailer very shortly before he uses his ultimate. This will be great for how stable Wraith is meant to be to scan the area ahead for himself and his team. Also, with his previous ability, imagine getting an enemy low, then using the sonar wall to get vision of them, then snipe them with Knock Knock. I bet that's gonna feel super badass. His final ability is Back It Up. Oh boy does this sound fun. Imagine Yin's reflex but on a whole nother level. You mark an enemy, then can warp them back to where they were a few moments ago. We don't know if you have a set period of time to trigger this, once you mark an enemy, hero or not, and how far you can send them back. I guess this will be upgraded with the ability itself, because I doubt this is going to do any damage. So in the trailer you see a Wukong jumping up then getting warped back to a few seconds to his doom. I can see this ability having so many possibilities and be really fun. Say for Kalari, she ults you, then you mark her and only send her all the way back before her ultimate. That's how you trigger someone for sure. However, we will have to wait to release to find out how it fully functions, but I'm hoping this has a long cooldown and heavy mana cost. I can see this being way too good against melee heroes, saying you get ganked by a jungler and you can easily just warp them back. That's not fun at all. Almost as bad as Phase's Blind once that was first released, but we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully fingers crossed. It also seems to not be a skill shot. It's hard to tell from all the cuts in the trailer they made, but I hope it's not a lock-on ability and does require skill, because the rest of the kit does seem to require skill, which is a nice change of pace most recently. And finally we have his ultimate, Surprise Surprise. Wraith sends him and nearby allies into the shadow plane and grants a movement speed buff. We don't know the radius, speed buff duration, or how long they are in the shadow plane, but this seems like a great team play communicated ultimate, even just to clear up wards. I can see some comp teams really using this well, and I cannot wait for that. But with less communication, this doesn't seem as useful, as if they place down a ward you will be seen. Maybe if you activate it to get one of your allies to safety instead of attacking, could be quite useful there, or to gank lanes, but we'll have to wait and see how it fully works first before we can judge on that. Seems quite a supportive ultimate though, which gets to my Opru is that he seems to be some sort of caster, but what kind? His abilities could help being a support, but doesn't really fit that idea. I feel myself he is going to be a mid laner or more an off laner. He's going to have very little health and a good mana pool, but mid laner I always see a hero who needs to have good AoE and CC damage and have a big presence in team fights while dealing a lot of damage. The only control ability I could see him having in team fights would be his Back It Up. Except for that I don't seem to have much use in team fights overall, but more of that assassin, maybe split pusher or one-on-one engagements. Again, perfectly like Kalari, But something I think would be pretty cool early game is to use his knock knock to grab minion kills easier, but for me that would even be more helpful in the off lane. Not being able to push up much and to snipe the enemy minions from your tower with safety is just going to annoy the safe lane duo for sure and keep you well farmed. But that about does it for this video. Like I said, I'll have one more in a few hours but may already be up, so stick around for that on my channel and let me know what you think of the new hero Wraith so far. Definitely looks very unique with not much mobility, but with his affinities I'm sure they will have lots of options to resolve that for sure. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this and all the support you've given me recently, and I'll see you guys next time.